George Cox for BCTV. We're at Camp Foster. It is such a great program run by the Manchester Boys and Girls Club. We had a chance to talk to some of the staff and how this place got established. So stay tuned for that, and we're going to have some fun today. Camp Foster is a newly renovated facility located in Bedford, New Hampshire. Some of the improvements to the camp include a pool, performing arts area, basketball courts, and a softball field. Tracy Adams, Director of Marketing for the Manchester Boys and Girls Club, explains how generous donations from the community made Camp Foster possible.
The organization was founded in 1907. We're over 110 years old, and it's because of generous donors that this is possible for our kids. So they have supported our capital campaign efforts to build Camp Foster and to add an addition onto Union Street. And at the end of June, we invited our donors to the campaign out to be the first ones to see this incredible new space for our kids. They were just blown away, and they were so excited for what's to come for many, many summers, for all the thousands of kids that are going to experience Camp Foster.
And it's fairly new. It's been here for a year, Labor Day. So what do you envision for the next 5 years, 10 years for Camp Foster?
So I think it will evolve. The kids will become more comfortable. It's our first summer out here. The staff is evolving programs to make the best use of the space. The kids are getting used to it as well. So it's going to be here for generations to come. The kids that are experiencing Camp Foster for the first time, I can't wait for them to come back in 20, 30 years with their own kids. That's what makes it exciting.
Diane Fitzpatrick, CEO of the Manchester Boys and Girls Club, explains some of the history behind the camp and plans for the future.
Camp Foster was established as a boys' camp, an overnight camp, where young men, young boys would come here out of the mills. So think about that in the 1920s. And the goal was to get them to come to Bedford and breathe the fresh air and to fatten them up. And when you think about that mission of getting young people out into the wilderness, and we won't call Bedford the wilderness, but out into the country to experience camp and be a kid, that was really important in the 1920s, and it's still important today.
But Diane, you are entering the public phase here at Camp Foster. How can people help?
Yes, we're in the public phase, and this is an exciting time because we really need everyone's support. We need to raise $650,000 by December 31st. No pressure. And you know what I want? I'd like to get people that have attended Boys and Girls Club of Manchester and Camp Foster. I want to hear your stories. I want to meet alums. We're going to have a giving tree here where people can make a donation to the giving tree. You can go on our website, Be Great Manchester, and you're able to see all the pictures and learn more about our campaign. So I hope people be willing to help us out with this.
Camp directors Ken Neal and Antonio Feliciano share their favorite summer activities and how important the staff is in making a great experience for the kids in the program. Tell us a little bit about the staff here at Camp Foster.
The staff here is great. We have over 60 staff here. We have full-time staff and part-time staff. That's kind of how we break it up here. Our part-time staff are mostly high school kids who are put into these leadership roles. And our part-time staff is just amazing. And our full-time staff are here every day, and they're making sure that they're putting great programs for the kids to enjoy. The kids love being around the staff, and I think that's what makes the Boys and Girls Club great. It's the relationships that the kids get to build with the staff. You could have a great facility like we have right now, but it's the staff that makes the kids feel welcome here and they feel like they belong.
Ken, there's so much going on here today. Tell us about some of your favorite program and activities.
Well, I was known for Capture the Flag, and so every day out here it's tradition that the last period, there are 6 activity periods, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and the last activity period is always red versus green and capture the flag in the woods up there. And so that was a tradition that Antonio's carried on. But beyond that, the other thing that's really cool about this camp is that we are a place that encourages free-range children, free-range fun. Kids can choose what they're going to do what they want to do, and of course under supervision, but they're given a lot of freedom out here, and we theme the weeks. As you can imagine, being out here for as many years as we have, there are a lot of camp legends, and so we have Scare Week, we have Legend Week, Superhero Week. Every year we have superheroes that will come out and save the day, so there's a lot of role playing that happens with the kids out here as well.
Well, speaking of superheroes, I think you're both superheroes, and I think it's just great work that you're doing here for the Manchester Boys and Girls Club. And we so thank you for your dedication and your support for these kids here. We would like to thank the staff of Camp Foster and the Manchester Boys and Girls Club for having us at this beautiful facility. If you'd like to get involved, visit their website at begreatmanchester.org. For BCTV, I'm George Cox.